as well as Brent Berry. And we'll be catching up David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, the era of star free agents increasingly being on the move has created a media frenzy, intense and draining. Some players like Kevin Durant have pushed back against year-long and incessant free agency questions. Warriors coach Steve Kerr said, "We're all actors in a soap opera, and we have to deal with that part of it." Kevin?
It can be a circus. David, thanks. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You look at the Grizzlies. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that. And, of course, the Warriors. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
You know, right now for the Grizzlies, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the 5 down low. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. And Thompson launches it from deep. The Grizzlies pull it in. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. 4-point game coming off that loss against the Nets. Up again. Brooks right side. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Jackson, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Jackson's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score, and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
There's Morant following the basket by Stephen Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical. And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight, and few players are more explosive athletically.
The first one falls. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
He hits one, then misses the 2nd attempt from the free throw line.
The combination of scoring and passing at that PG position makes Morant valuable. An all-around player with a bright future.
Now here's Anderson after the miss from Klay Thompson. Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. Curry passes it to Chris. Back to Curry. Shoots over Morant. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, it's amazing that Steph can shoot where he shoots from, and the ball still looks like it's a soft finish around the rim. Well, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. They grabbed their own miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Brooks misses.
Well, after nailing the first 4 shots of the game, some relief for the defense. They finally missed one.
And it's denied. Thompson comes with the double team. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Morant. Up and in on the layup. Morant's got 5.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Curry. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Valanciunas. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. 3rd in rebounding. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want-to corral it. Here's Morant. The second effort. And he sinks the layup. Morant's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. He worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Brandon, this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit first. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most. And their challenge is, we'll get better tomorrow. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those 3 things are pretty impactful.
Well said. Covered by Wiggins.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
The layup missed. And Wiggins throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Warriors trail by 5. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Memphis leading by 4. Kicks it to Jang. Inside, here's Clark. It's tipped.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Here's Looney. No good that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Melton. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Warriors trail by 6. Here's Wiggins. Rebound by Chang.
Defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And Pascal pulls it down. The Warriors shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Here's Wiggins. The quick look, no good that time. And so Allen will bring it up for Memphis. Unloads from 13. They get the rebound. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Cool, no good.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's Memphis going into the break with a 10-point lead. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
Warriors trail by 10. So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Here's Poole. And it's Melton with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And the Warriors with possession here after Memphis gets the 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And here are the Grizzlies now after the Warriors pick up 3.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Wiggins. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Memphis leading by 10. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. There's the pass to Chang. That shot missing. Wiggins with some nice D. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Misses the 3. Grizzlies shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Allen. The Warriors pull it in.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Let's break Memphis. Here's Melton. Here's Clark, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And the Warriors making a change here. Warriors trail by 12. Curry kicks to Thompson. From deep. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
And so here is Golden State following the score by Memphis. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
Well, when Steph gets loose in transition, you know you're going to get burned, so he takes off like a rocket and slams it home.
Brooks outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. Fades away. The shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Klay Thompson just never dwelling too long on a game where he might miss a couple shots, or over the course of maybe a couple weeks when he's not in his best form. He turns it around pretty quickly, does Klay, and it's pretty impactful.
And the Warriors making a change here. Chris is checked in.
He's such a natural shooter. That was Thompson's calling card coming out of Washington State as a Cougar, and he's added to his game now. Always one of the premier two guards that steps on the floor for any NBA season.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jackson passes to Morant, and it's good. 2 points. Morant's got 9 points. And for all-time great shooters like Klay, you need to have that confidence in your shot.
Well, I think Klay's confidence grows a lot too, Kevin, from the fact that he knows on a nightly basis that the ball is going to come his way. It's one of the best aspects of the Golden State Warrior offense is that they share it. So you're not going to go through a 10-game stretch where the opportunities to score aren't there. Klay's going to see shot opportunities because of Steph's unselfishness, and because he's such a world-class shooter, he's going to work his way out of slumps pretty quickly, and then he's going to go on a tear.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Capable on the interior to score so long, slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Curry. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin his footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Clark, he's checked in for Valanciunas. .54 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jackson. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. He has 6.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And Thompson gets it to go.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Curry. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 9 points. Got that bucket in no time at all. Wiggins has got 7.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Thompson against Brooks. Fires the 3. And it's Morant missing. Brooks against Curry. Got it up. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And a huge 3 there to chop the lead down as we go into the break. Still anyone's game.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Get back. Focus on getting back, guarding your man, and not taking these real.
It starts with a man-on-man challenge. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. It was a fast pace for Memphis at the outset. Tenacious on both ends of the floor, they took command early with a 13-2 run. After a solid quarter of play, they held a 10-point lead. Things got dicey in the second quarter as the tables turned, but they still had enough left in the tank to finish the half up by 3. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
You can see where the priorities are. Rebounding, and then more rebounding. They made a concerted effort to get the glass clean.
Jack, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out in the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's Curry. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before in illegal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league has gone.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
That one goes in. Anderson's got 6.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Warriors trail by 5. Curry is inside. Green, no luck.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Anderson's shot is off. The Warriors have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Got that one up quick. 14 points for Steph Curry.
Yeah, Steph with the initiative here, taking charge, and tonight making a ton of things happen.
Fires from the line. Kept alive. And the basket by Jackson. He's got 8.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Timeout called the Warriors.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
And checking out some numbers for Andrew Wiggins. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's around 18 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 7, and Poole gets it to go. And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
He gets that one. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Poole. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Grizzlies 4th.
This kind of pace over an entire season, but let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Kev. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Knocked loose. Now the Warriors moving it up. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Another 3 for Golden State.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Passes to Jang. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. To the left wing for the tie. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Allen. Pass to Jang. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Green. Nice D from Valanciunas.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Jack. And it's Morant in for Allen. .156 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's Valanciunas. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Shot clock at 5. Morant with a wide open look. And staying with the play, Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 8 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Curry with the 3. Warriors the rebound. And the basket by Pascal. Pascal's got his first 2 points.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Here's the teardrop. And that one's good by Clark.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's Curry. 14 points for him. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Valanciunas inside. Looney on him, and he gets it to go.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Memphis leading by 5.
Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
Be smart, but execute at the same time. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, when Morant gets it dialed up, he can be unstoppable. Just too many ways to score.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Memphis called for the foul. The Warriors have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. The first free throw is good. He's off on the second. Stolen. Here's Pascal. And good that time. Pascal's got his second basket of the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. 1 second left. No good. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Grizzlies out in front, up 4. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Morant. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Then it's Wiggins, and there's Chris, and it's Pascal in at the fourth. They get it back. Clark somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Clark's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Grizzlies. Timeout called the Warriors.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He said, we're going to pull this out. We have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Morant. That will fall for his seventh bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Thompson way outside. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. Such a wide open look.
That's Klay Thompson's strength on display, his ability to fire off the catch-and-shoot J. So dangerous.
To the inside. And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Curry. Now here's Morant, guarded by Curry. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Way from Curry for 2, and right through it goes. Curry's got 21.
It's the impossible shots that Steph makes look easy. That's another one for the impossible shot highlight reel.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Morant kicks to Clark, and he's good on the 3-ball. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. And there's the call on Curry. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Morant. Anderson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Jump hook, and another basket for Memphis.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Here's Curry with the 3. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. It's Curry outside. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Memphis leading by 9. And here's Morant. There's the feed to Brooks. Curry with the steal. To the paint. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Brooks with it. Work on Chris. Yep, it counts. And now an 11-point Grizzlies.